If I die tomorrow, I hope you hear these words. I ain't here to flip no birds or sip no serve. Hope the future generations can get this urge. Stay woke, youngin', and avenge these nerds.
It's Nerds Day.
Hey, what is up?
Hi.
Hola, everybody. How you guys doing?
I'm good. I'm chilling.
Tuesday.
Viendo, hombre.
Tuesday. New Destiny release.
Yeah, I know Tone
yeah.
is hype.
My
I saw
homeboy is.
I saw some of it, the gameplay today. It looks good. Good.
He did a full grocery shop. He's like, I'm gonna be up all night and I need all the snacks I can get.
Who's
Like, my friend downstairs.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Tony?
I took
Anthony?
today off.
Yeah, Benny.
Benitez?
Yep.
Oh.
Yo, he is ready for. That's all he plays is Destiny.
So,
he's
did
like,
you take off today to play like you normally do?
Today and tomorrow.
Yep. Same.
Tone
should
already
get-
knows.
You should get Tone on a game with Benitez. I think that would be fun.
Yeah, no. Benitez
has been there
he's-
since day one.
Tone is a beast.
Yeah.
I've played
Yeah.
with him like twice, and I'm just like,
Val,
alright.
you need to ask Benitez, does he have any of the raid jackets? Because Tone is a beast in Destiny. I'm gonna talk up Tone's skill in Destiny.
I'm really not that good. I just play.
Bro.
Just play.
Every time
His
I just
humble
play.
ass.
I
Just
play.
humble ass. eh.
Yeah, real humble.
Yeah,
just
huh?
Yeah, you're
I'll
very
find
humble
out.
when
He's
when
probably
you-
on his game and not paying attention to anything, but okay.
Tone,
When did
you're
it come?
very
It came out
humble
today, right?
with the jacket. You're very humble with the jacket. I go not. It's always a great conversation piece when we go places.
No.
Everybody loves it. But no, is it me or does the weather have everybody down and everything? It's been like tired this whole weekend.
I want my one day of snow. That's it. Everyone else is getting
we
snow.
had snow,
Did you
but
get-
like it was
you guys
black
not get
because
We've
snow?
had no snow in South Jersey.
Really?
Yeah, no snow.
Wow. We got about 4 or 5 inches, but it was cleaned up quick.
yeah, it's also because it rained, so like all the sidewalks are clear for the most part by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, all we get is rain down here. That's all we get is rain in South
We get
Jersey.
so much rain. It's like, yo, if it's just like a couple degrees colder, we would have had so much snow.
Bro,
Yeah.
like my dog hates the rain. And so it's like, imagine having to walk your dog in the rain, and she's just like, no. And I was like, dude, you gotta fucking walk. It's like you don't walk, you're gonna piss all over the fucking place. Come on.
This is why
Listen,
I'm not a dog person.
Gotta wee wee pad it up in the house.
Nah, she won't pee in the wee pad. She's like, I don't pee in the house, but she'll have accidents. Like, I'm sorry. She'll know she did bad. She'll tuck down her tail and go run to the door and hide by the door. Like, I did something bad. I was like, it's okay. But she good. But she just hates the rain. She's like 6'7". He's like, fuck you. She gives me like this. You know when your animal looks at you and they're giving you this fuck you look?
Listen,
No, I don't know.
I've had
Cats are
dogs-
different. They always give you a fuck you look.
Yeah,
Valid.
Valid. That's valid. That is very valid. No, but I think the weather has just been weird. It's just tiring.
I just want the weather to like make up its mind. I was wearing a hoodie and like just one layer of pants the other day, like chilling.
Yep.
And then now I'm like, oh, it's freezing one day, it's raining. Like, yo, bro, like figure it out. Like I'm over this.
Listen,
The luxury
It's-
of living at
it's
home is that you
March
working at
tomorrow,
home
bro.
is that you just never know what's happening outside.
Yeah, the 2 times that I go to work a week at the office is like, what the fuck is happening?
listen. But without further ado, so we can get the show started because we're talking about a fun show, we're gonna do some announcements. I'm gonna speed through the announcements. Just make it very simple. There's just no energy for them. But the one announcement that I want to say is this:
Have
there's
some
actually
energy.
2. Yeah, here we go. Like, here's my energy juice, fistful of bourbon. Drink it.
That,
Oh, y'all
that
ready?
was not a fistful. That was like a tap. You didn't even take a real shot.
It's not a. That's not a shot, girl. You sip
I
on
know.
this.
I'm
You
aware.
sip.
That was
He's got
that
like
was
2
that was
fingers
a
in there.
baby. That was a baby sip.
It's just no. This
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm
I'm
drinking this whole
giving you a hard
bottle.
time. I'm talking
You,
shit.
you
Just
cannot give me a hard
don't
time
take it.
because it's my birthday week. All right, come on. Can't give me a hard time. Yeah.
I can always give you a hard time, especially on your birthday week. That's when it's turned up more. I mean, I don't. Come on now.
God damn it. So we're here with announcements. Wait, where the fuck am I with my announcements?
It's gonna be quick, and now we're just bullshitting.
No, it's
Listen,
always bullshit. It's
Yeah,
the
no, what?
announcements. It's
Voy a
the
quedar callada.
I can't even find them. So First of all, like, God damn it, I lose everything here. We're not prepared for this.
Who's
You.
we?
go.
Who
There
is
was no
we?
we.
There's no
I was
we.
You
talking
do
about
this
no
me.
we.
every
I'm
time.
talking about
There
me.
is
Announcement.
okay.
No.
You
The homies over here. Focus,
Exactly.
man.
focus, man.
Hey,
You have one job.
one
You have
job.
one
and
job, and that is announcements.
yeah, there we go. The one job I fucked up.
No one else wants to do it. So you
Kinda
So
have
it's not,
to.
man. So first of all, guys, make sure you guys are tuning into Law's Twitch channel. Give him the like, subscribe, follow. Make sure you show him the support right there over there at Twitch, doing the pew 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 thing over there. So make sure you're giving him the thumbs up and likes. Make sure you're tuning in on Valid TV. Woo, 10 minutes and just now getting the announcements. Yeah, we're late.
well, we started 5 minutes ago. So
Yeah, we did. We started late.
Listen, don't be judging. Don't be judging.
Yeah, Pong, you already know how this ship rolls, bro. Don't make me send you an invite. TV, so make sure you're catching Val on TV over there at YouTube. You can also catch him on Instagram, so make sure you guys are giving them a like to support. Great conversational show. Again,
Appreciate
they talk
you.
about some
Hugo came by. He came and
Word?
checked out the show. Yeah, he was in the
Awesome.
comments. It was awesome.
That's
Well,
dope.
what was the latest topic since third base?
What? No, so this past week we had a little bit more of a serious episode. It started off discussing domestic violence, mental health, and it was a good episode. And then we ended up talking about relationships and did a little bit of a Q&A, and that's when we had got some questions from people on Instagram and on the YouTube channel. So it was pretty cool.
Let me know if you ever need any additional people for mental health. I'm gonna give a shout out to Naja. She works out there for Go Side Geeks out Staten Island, and she actually does art therapy. So, and she did she did our panel for Inbeon for 2021, where it was about art and talking about mental health and everything. So big shout out to that. So anybody who's like mental health and everything, definitely never feel shy or anything like that to talk about it. But no, I think that's cool. That's dope. Damn, this makes me go into this next segue. I'm like, shit, we're talking about mental health and all, but then I gotta give a shout out to Koncrete Kombat. Make sure you guys are checking into patreon.com Bonet Studios for Koncrete Kombat. I'm excited because chapter 2 part 2 is nearly done. It's been taking me a while because I've been doing an action scene in that one, so that one's been very fun. But you're gonna see me do some drawing. So I'm moving my birthday stream to March 5th on my birthday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. So if anybody wants to come in and join in the chat, it's just gonna be a birthday stream. So, and I will be doing a raffle. So anybody who is a Patreon subscriber, before Sunday, I'm giving Patreon subscribers an extra
Raffle ticket.
And for entry. So I'm gonna do 3 I'm gonna do 3 drawings, and out of the 3 drawings, 2 of them will be free commissions. So someone's going to get lucky and get a free commission. Relish was the winner of the last one. Nice. The Medusa's Cascade. Make sure you guys are tuning into Medusa's Cascade. We're doing the recap episodes now, and so this way it helps people.
We got recap episodes. We have the actual play, and we also have Across the Plains, which gives us a little bit of backstory and lore about some of the places that we visit or have yet to visit in our world.
It was cool. I got to work with Flo and putting together the Namora with him with Tommy. That was fun because that's where bar characters come from. And one day we will have Val as an NPC in that campaign. So Tommy will be, one day it's gonna happen. It's probably gonna happen after you see the Dungeons and Dragons movie or Vox Machina, which you've seen already. She's like, no.
Nope.
Vox Machina.
You got that?
You got that right?
Get that right.
Vox Machina.
Yeah.
And
that goes on the list.
Listen, I'm 41. I'm Viejo. Fuck it.
No.
You can't just keep you just be blaming shit for the sake of blaming shit. Nah.
No one's accepting that BS.
40 is the new 20.
So I'm turning 21 again.
Tom couldn't even get that out on his straight face.
I don't know, man. I'm so far removed, so I don't know.
Don't rub it in. Don't rub it in.
I love you guys. I love all of you guys. Make sure you guys are checking out Lou Cyphs' new EP. It's the Motive, awesome album. Again, I can't stress how much the support that we get from Lou. He put together the theme song for Nerds. His album is awesome. And we're gonna get to see him live at the Delancey. So if you guys are in New York City, make sure you're on the 18th. I mean, we'll be there. It's gonna be one of his first live concerts since the pandemic and all that started. So
Can't
get
wait.
to check
We'll
him
be-
out.
We'll all be there. George is gonna be there. It's gonna be
Squad
great.
deep. Let's go.
Squad deep. Oh, I spoke
Is
to Alex.
George watching?
He's on
I
it.
don't
He's
know.
on it. Who knows?
Oh, he said his George's gonna
George
be
is
there. It's gonna be great.
watch
Just
this.
assume it.
George
Just
is gonna-
assume it.
George is gonna watch this on demand. He's gonna be like, "Fuck you, Tone."
George is coming. George is coming.
George is coming. He's coming. He's coming with Wonder Duck. That's what's happening.
Also, too, Alex from Wayward Raven might be there. So talk to Alex. He may be doing a little special guest appearance there. He's like, okay. He's like, I'll go there.
So how many more friends that we need to bring to get a free shirt? We need one more, right? We need one
I
more
think
person.
so. Wait, but that's only one shirt.
It's okay.
It's okay. We can share it.
Just do what King Solomon did and cut that shit in half.
Worst.
Also, speaking of George, make sure you tune in to George and Sam Vera. Catch the Craze over there on YouTube. Again, love you guys. They're our brother sister podcast. Love you guys over there. They're doing phenomenal things for indie comics. And finally, he's always catching me on a list. He's adding more to the list. Make sure you're checking out Pong on Twitch.tv on the Sin Shop. Give him a like, follow, subscribe. He goes there live every Fridays and Mondays. So make sure you're giving him all the support. There we go.
Oh, actually, really quick. So I actually figured out who can show up so we can get our free shirt. We've got the fine fellows of G is for Geek. That's two people.
There you go. There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
That's two people right there.
Oh man, last time we got to hang out with Charlie Sean was shit. Oh, and they closed that bar down. Oh
Yes.
man. Rest in peace, Twins Pub. But yeah, Charlie was there. We got to all hang out and everything and see a bunch of people like Jeff Ryder and all that. So that was fun. That was a lot of fun, man.
Of course.
It's always fun seeing people. Miss you guys.
Always, sir.
Always, Pong. Always, bro.
Already marked down the
Let's
day.
go.
There you go.
There's
look
our
at
shirt
that.
right there. There's our shirt.
There's our shirt. Yeah, we gotta be Lou. We got the shirt.
That's game
One
right
shirt.
there.
I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling this. Okay.
Listen, you get a sleeve. Law gets a sleeve. Tony gets a torso, and I'll just get the back of the shirt. There you go. Just put it in frames.
Oh my
Okay. Sure.
Oh,
We'll let that rock. I
wow.
will let that
All
rock.
right,
It was a creative breakdown.
So what are we talking about today?
Not
Oh,
Last
yeah.
of Us.
Not last.
Not Last of Us.
So I did watch the 3 episodes I was missing. I did not watch Sunday's
Oh my
episode.
god, it's
I-
so
I'm
good.
caught
I
up.
know that's the
I'm
one
all
that you
caught
was
up.
looking forward to. I saw the preview for it.
We're
That's
gonna
really good.
return to talking about that next
so
week.
much of Last of Us that we cannot just do it justice in one show, but that's not
Yeah.
tonight. So
I'm
Yeah.
sure we can. I'm sure we can. But
Mm.
have you cried yet? Has anyone cried yet?
I don't cry.
No spoilers.
Stop
To be
lying.
fair, yeah.
Stop lying.
Tone doesn't cry.
No. Yeah.
Everybody cries.
Tone reserves a cry.
I have the emotional capacity of a rock.
Tone reserves his one cry every 6 centuries or some shit like that at this
Yeah.
point.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Excluded.
Hey, talking about you, sir.
Yay.
We gave you.
We're gonna see you March 18th, right,
Yeah,
George?
we made the announcement that you're coming out to Lou Cyphs show, so don't worry about it, man.
At
We'll
the
see you there.
Delancey. Yes, we'll see you there.
We knew that you were gonna come in and say it, but we decided to rip the band-aid early and make the announcement.
I second that motion.
Yeah, we ain't shit.
No. What was I saying?
No, real talk.
I was asking if
No,
anybody's
no,
cried
no,
yet.
honestly, real talk. The last time I teared up for media was Black Panther. So 2 months ago. So that means I ain't crying for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
He's filled his quota.
I didn't cry for Last of Us, but I don't have that deep connection with the game. But I cried for Vox Machina because of so many moments of it. So
I'm here for you, man.
I love you, George. We love you, George. Yeah, but look.
So you cried for Vox. I need to know the air. When we speak about it, you got to point out the spots that you cried in. But
oh boy, okay.
all I'm gonna say is
no, I did not cry for the first 10 minutes of Up. They are heart wrenching, but I did not cry for the first 10 minutes.
Same.
I got emotional. I'm just gonna say I love. What's his name? Pascal, whatever.
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro, thank you. I fucking love him. I feel him. I get it. I believe he is Joel right now.
Yo, Pog is going.
Pog's coming in with the
Pog.
deep cuts.
Yo,
He's
he's,
all right.
he's like, yo,
so
Toad, you can't
Pong
be
just-
that heartless.
So Pong just gave me an idea. So in the comments, put down like moments that you think are very heart-wrenching moments that you think someone's going to cry. Maybe we'll have someone watch them, and maybe we won't. I don't know.
I've already seen them. I don't understand. I don't understand. I've already seen it.
Things I've cried for. I'm
like
a
Never Ending
crybaby.
Story, losing what's his face, the horse, in Never Ending Story. Most people cry.
That was emotional. That was
Toad was just
emotional.
like,
but I don't think
cool.
I cried in that.
No, okay, I'll give you another one for when I cried. This is when I was a child though, like a long
right,
time
once
ago.
every 10 years.
So I cried when Draco died in Dragonheart. I was very attached to Draco.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I really
Dragonheart is such a good movie. Man.
I really loved Sean Connery as a kid. Like, so
Of
I don't,
course.
you know.
Oh,
and
okay,
then,
okay.
And then, you know, and then so he's
Me
died.
water like
no, so
Dragonheart.
like the
It
death of
wasn't-
Optimus really didn't get me because I knew that Optimus died in that movie before watching it, and I did not grow up watching the original run of Transformers. My Transformers are Beast Wars. I just love OG Transformers, and you know, Transformers '86 is the greatest animated movie of all time, and I'll die on that hill. But I did not cry for it because I knew it was gonna happen. It was just for me to finally watch it.
Okay.
I want an episode where we all pick our hills to die on, and we have to defend it with the comment section.
I would love that.
That'd be hilarious. I'm most excited to see Seabass's hills that he's going to die on.
No, first of all, Seabass will not have any hills because they will come toppling down because
they're not hills. They're not hills. They are valleys to defend.
Damn. Damn. I'm leaving now. Goodbye.
Pong wants in on that one. He says.
That's
I
funny.
don't know what hills I would defend, shit, or what valleys I would fucking defend. Jesus
God,
bro, if you bring up anything DC, good luck, man.
I honestly believe that Seabass brings up the D thing as a troll.
Oh, I bring up the snack fighter. I bring up the snack fighter.
Snack
fighter,
right there.
What the hell is that?
Snack fighter is the new one. Let's go. We're getting gems today.
What was that supposed to be?
Zack Snyder.
Oh my god!
We got Snack Fighter.
Oh fuck!
Hugo.
Yo, Hugo coming in.
Oh my god!
Oh,
we love you,
put that as your shirt.
Oh my god!
I troll the Zack
Snack. No, it was Snack Vider.
Snack Vider. Snack Vider.
Snack Vider. What the
fuck? That makes Zack Snyder, Vader, and snacks in one fucking thing. It's like I don't know.
Yo, dude. I mean, he's got snacks on the mind.
Are you awake? Are you awake? I mean, are you sure you're here?
It's the bourbon.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is?
It's the bourbon sponsor.
Hilarious. Yep, exactly.
Just write them down.
Write
them down.
I want to make special, like some episodes have to be like special request episodes where they do like let's die on our hills. Have Pong just like bring up the list and do like it has to be like every 3 months we just check in on the list. Hey Pong, how's the list doing? And he just reads off what's
Pong doesn't even have
that would be
anymore.
a really good laugh.
Come on,
that would be such a good
such a great bit.
You know what? I'm here for it. It's my birthday month. Come on, Pong.
We're gonna do some segments. Thoughts?
Yeah,
oh, do it.
I mean, can't be as bad as his rendition of Penguins.
Oh,
go ahead, try it. Say it out loud.
By the way,
we're up to 18 and we have not even jumped into Vox yet. That's funny. Vox Master, you know, whatever.
I mean, we got like 4 episodes to talk for Vox.
No, 6.
The whole series. This is season 2.
Yeah.
No,
we
did we talk about season 1?
We did season 1 last year, and then we did the first 4 episodes 2 weeks ago. 2-3 weeks
wow, your
ago.
memory is better than mine.
We did the first half, and then we're doing the second half.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's
Cool.
6 episodes.
Vox Machina. Yep, let's go. Let's go. So start it, Law. Come on. You are the Vox Machina / Critical Role guru here. 'Cause you've listened to the podcast next week too.
He's a critter. That's it. You just got to say he's a critter.
I am a critter. All right.
That what it is?
So
Yeah.
When you're a fan of
I
Critical Role, you're a
can't
critter.
say that without thinking of the movie Critters, though. I really can't.
That's because
Can you
you're
even
showing
say the
your
word?
age.
No, it's like when you say critter, I'm
Oh.
thinking of the movie Critters. So I'm like, but I know what everybody means when they say that. I'm like, fuck.
Okay.
Oh, look, I'm so glad we got George into it. It's so good.
I'm so
Mhm.
yes. George hit us up. He was like, "Yo,
Yo,
Told you.
it's so I've been like really putting up. All I've done is said, okay, all right. My homeboy, one of my homeboys, we were talking about Quantumania, and he's like, "Damn, I need something to watch. We ain't got nothing going on. There's no Disney shows, and he's not into Star Wars, right?" And I'm like, "Dude, check out this trailer. Just watch the trailer, and I promise you're gonna love this." He saw the trailer. I was like, "All right, I'm gonna watch it right now." Had another friend we were talking about. Same thing happened, and he's like, "I'm like, just watch the trailer," and like. Oh, I'm watching it right now. I have all of my coworkers all watching this damn cartoon.
Yo,
It is
Val is
that
a
good.
fucking
I'm talking about it to
MVP, yo.
everybody.
Let's go.
Yo, it's
We need you on the Critical Role street team.
There you
Yes,
go.
you don't even understand. I'm like, you know what? I was like, don't talk. I know it's animated, but watch this real quick, just real quick. And they're like, all right, that looks good. Let me go check this out.
Yeah, I remember when they first cut that trailer and I was like, you guys got to watch this trailer. And you did the same thing too. And I was like, we were watching it. I was like, dude, this show is just the animation, the quality, everything is just so fucking.
That's right.
Right.
Hugo, I just want to say special thank you for joining us on Saturday with the girls. I was telling the guys before you hopped in, but thank you.
It's definitely not your kiddo's
Definitely
it's
anime.
not.
Oh, no.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
Oh
not.
no. Oh no. Yeah, especially
Scanlan alone
Scanlan,
makes
no,
sure
yo.
that this is not your
Skeleton.
oh
First
my
of
God.
all, I can't even pick a favorite character because especially this past season, the way that the character building has happened in this past season, I freaking love all of them. They all add to the team. They all have a role. It just fucking works. It's just so good. It's just so good.
And you're showing that growth that in actual play took maybe like
Was
20
Critical Role their
episodes to
sorry, was oh shit.
Vox
What's the
Machina?
this season's Conclave? The Conclave, was
Okay.
that their first thing together?
No. So first season, well, let's backtrack. The story goes is Liam for his birthday wanted them to do a one shot, and Matt was like, "Cool, like I'll just play one game. Get everyone together, have some fun, whatever the case is." One game. What happens after one game? You go, "Yo, I got the bug. We got to do that again. This was so much fun."
Is that what you're trying to do to me?
Listen,
I'm not saying, but
we just played one game of a new system, and we're all in on this new system.
yeah, absolutely, it's so good. It's so fucking good.
I mean, granted, you call it a one shot, but it's like a multi-session one shot, and at that point, you might as well just keep playing.
Exactly. So either way, essentially, Matt, started to go and build. They worked with, I think, Pathfinder before, and then it became this thing. Like everyone started to hear about it, know about it. I think immediately, like Laura and Travis got pulled in early. I think some of the last ones to get pulled in were like Ashley and whatnot. But essentially, Felicia Day, who ran Geek and Sundry, was like, "Yo, like I want you guys to like have your show on our like YouTube channel, or on our Twitch channel rather, and do it live." And it took a while because that was their game. That was like their personal thing that they did and they shared. So to make it a thing, for everyone, it's hard because you're like, I don't really like. I don't really care who likes it or who doesn't. But now I don't get to choose to like have that door. Or essentially, I'm basically letting the floodgates open. But it blew up like really, really fast. But I don't think it really took the level of success that it did until they became like their own full-fledged company, which happened while they were doing campaign 2. And campaign 2 was just like blew the doors off of everything. That's when they started doing a lot more of their own content, book series, comic books, board games, just so many things at this point.
Really?
Mhm.
I didn't realize it was that big. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
I
They
see
have
you.
Ashley runs the Critical Role Foundation, which is like their nonprofit charity that they do. They have their book series, they have the animated series, they have a bunch of comic books with Dark Horse. They have a bunch of art books and merch sales drops that like they'll drop merch. It'll come out for a limited time and then just be gone. Like you never see it again.
Did you see the statuettes that Sideshow is gonna do? I'm buying them. I don't care.
I was just about to share that.
I'm
Did you guys see
buying
them?
them.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
gonna do it. I want Vex and Bax. I want it. I want it.
You want the
I want
twins?
it.
Okay.
I want it. Yes.
I wasn't sure which ones you were gonna pick up, but
I'm
those are
probably
good,
once I
solid
start
ones.
the collection, I'm probably gonna get each of them. It's
Oh,
gonna be bad.
wow.
I'm just like, where am I gonna put them?
I don't know. I don't know.
So we got season 2. I mean, how we like the character development from the show. Like it just like how Val said, it's like it's hard to pick a character this season. I think it's like the character development was a lot stronger this season than it was season 1. And it's like I love that you've gotten shows that have gotten weaker in seasons. This just gets stronger and stronger, and you love the characters
I
even
don't
more.
think you were supposed to see them develop individually in season 1. I think you were supposed to see them develop as a group who
Yeah.
were a bunch of schmucks, like essentially turn into heroes, but like by circumstance.
No, and I agree with that. That's definitely, you're right about that, because it's like I guess it was like introducing everybody to the group of how they were a bunch of schmucks and how they started doing their hero thing, and then now this season gets to focus on each of the characters' journey, which is funny. As you play a D&D game, you see your character's journey with all your other fellow players and all that. So it's like it really felt like you're walking through with them in this journey in this animation. So it was just fun to see how everyone was going, and especially at the end, the way how things ended this season.
Val, if you could find the link, drop the link so we could share it with everybody.
I got you right now. Right now. Because I'm going to buy ya.
They've got a whole bunch. They got statuettes. They've got prints. They have a whole lot.
Yeah, I don't know if I would do season 1. I would definitely do season 2, and I already know who I would get season 2.
Fjord?
Yeah, my boy Ford, man.
Oh, Ford?
Yeah.
Who's that?
He's Travis's character in campaign 2. Who I immediately he was my favorite character, and I was like, fuck. Like usually Travis is my favorite player, but he also happens to have my favorite my favorite characters. Though in campaign 1, Grog was not my favorite. I love Grog, but Grog was not my favorite.
Yeah.
Right now the twins I love. Actually, Keyleth is probably no, and I also like Skin. You know what? I'm not gonna sit here and try to pick a favorite.
You can't pick a favorite this season.
You like them all. You like them all.
The Vestiges was a great add-on with the fact that it's like, you're seeing them, like it felt like you saw them level up with those Vestiges. Like when what was it when what's his face from the twins, he got the wings.
He got the Deathwalker's ward.
That was, again, and it was a beautiful action shot. I mean, I guess like for me, as someone who does a lot of drawing and learning with animation, the action scenes were just top-notch quality for an animation.
They changed a lot of they changed what they had to for a lot of moments to work and to get it to fit into such a short season. So that scene where he gets his wings didn't happen like that. He got his wings earlier back in Whitestone, if I'm not mistaken, after like doing something else, and that whole process of him going and like going to the temple and whatever the case is, that happened in Whitestone. If I am like remembering correctly, it was either Whitestone or Vasselheim. So they kind of changed and like swapped things around, kept the core of what happened, but for storytelling purposes, it makes a lot more sense and kept it really cohesive, because again, it's just so much content that they had to try to boil down into a season. And to Tone, you kept saying like, oh, we're only gonna get like this amount of seasons. Yeah, we're gonna get 5 at the very least, I think.
Well, I mean, Chroma's gonna be what? They gotta do at least 2 seasons for Chroma, right? They got 3 dragons left.
Yeah, and the last one is yeah. I don't know that you can fit Chroma in just 2 seasons.
Well, you got the last. You have 3 dragons left and 4 more vestiges. 3 more.
You have.
Percy needs one.
I thought Keyleth had a vestige, didn't she?
Keyleth doesn't have her vestige.
Oh, no.
Keyleth doesn't have her vestige.
Pike
Percy
doesn't
have it. Pike doesn't have her vestige.
Have it, right.
Yeah, I know Pike doesn't.
So far, Vex and Vax got theirs. Scanlan got his, and Grog got his. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's 4 left. Why do I feel like there's 5? Yeah, I'll say 4 for now, unless I'm forgetting one.
Also, so can we add?
Oh, it's not. It's because it's not a vestige. It's something. Someone finally gets a magical weapon.
Can we add the fact that it's just pure mayhem, that the chaos of a D&D party, where it's like, okay, how are we going to take out an enemy, and how Scanlan was like, well, we got to go to the back door.
Listen,
there's Scanlan and his weird fascination with ass butts, whatever they want to call it, is crazy to me. It's crazy to me.
Listen, man, he is. Can we crown Grog's beard as a vestige?
That's
amazing.
Funny. That's funny. I don't know if that's a vestige.
I don't know if that's a vestige, but it's definitely a legendary item.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have a question.
Yes.
You mentioned Mighty Nine before.
Mm-hmm.
Is that part of this same group? Is it a different storyline that they have? Is it more characters are going to be added in?
So think of this as like the world of Marvel.
Okay.
And this first story is like X-Men or Defenders or whoever the case is. Then now you have a whole nother group 10, 20 years down the line in that same Marvel world, and they're taking on their own adventure.
Okay, so they're just a separate group of heroes, but in the same universe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I was saying it reminded me, it kind of reminded me of some of the moments of one of our player characters in the Medusa's Cascade, who had in the beginning a fascination of special arrow shots.
Yep. Yeah, if you guys listen back to the
how our characters grow.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you guys listen to the early episodes of Collateral Damage, you would hear one of the 2 archers. It's not me.
It's not me. I'm not an archer, so that's great.
So who has a particular affinity for crotch shots, essentially.
Yep.
Yeah, that's his moniker. Like, that's his signature.
Yep. It doesn't matter if you have a crotch or not. Zombie, skeleton.
He's like, does that have testicles? Where, if it did, where would it be?
Yep.
All right, cool. I'm shooting it there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Grog looks very much like Kratos, the statuette on Sideshow.
Yeah, I can see that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, most Goliaths, if you think about them, essentially look like Kratos without the beard.
Yeah,
because of the tattoos and stuff, or the marks, however you want to say it.
But as far as vestiges go and storylines are concerned, you still have so the reason why I'm saying it's not just the three dragons, you also have Keyleth's Aramante. You have the Whispered One. You have Percy's story to finish and close up. And you have Tyrion Darrington, who comes and joins in for a little bit.
So it's like you really have a lot of material that you can create multiple seasons for. The show can actually be one of those animations that have like maybe like 8 seasons, like 5 to 8 seasons.
I think 8 seasons would be too much.
I think 5.
And I think
Yeah,
with the pace that they're going with, like 5 would be perfect.
It really depends. I'm assuming what they do with the arc between Chroma and Vecna, right?
I almost know what that arc is. So like it wouldn't be bang bang, because that's not how it happened. There's like that in between time of essentially some fuck shit going on and them having to
fuck shit up,
rectify it amongst themselves. Like there's some internal strife. There's I have to go on my own, do my own thing, and figure some shit out. So it gets pretty intense towards the end game.
When does Maganello's character show up? Like
literally
around
literally towards the end.
Okay.
That would be cool if they get him to voice his character.
He's going to voice his character.
Of course.
Sure he will.
He's going to voice that. He's going to voice his character.
It's like
This man was at his wedding, or no, he was at no, not his wedding. He was at Mercer's wedding, and people were coming up to him with Sophia next to him, shaking his hand about what he did in the campaign, and his wife was like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah. Like on some like mafioso shit.
Yeah,
like,
on some.
Are you serious?
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Like
What he does
is next level
it's
boss shit.
next level, and became Wizards of the Coast canon.
Yeah, like they put that into their lore and their books.
I don't know what Wizards of the Coast is, but okay. Thank you.
The people who create Dungeons and Dragons, and they create the books, and they create the stories, and all the other stuff. Joe's character does something so outrageous, ridiculous, insane that it became canon in a book that Wizards of the Coast published. And so it's like it is lore accurate that his character did this, and then.
Oh no!
Oh no! I know it was just me. I was like, damn.
You froze, bro.
Frozone.
Oh no! Hold on.
Yeah. So.
You're back.
Yeah.
Bro.
You had to hear all of it. Oh no!
Cliffhanger. For sure.
Yes, exactly. Left us a little hanging there. Go ahead.
Yeah, he did.
Joe's character.
You're good.
No,
you're
not
good.
lagged. You just like.
Oh. Okay. What was the last thing? It doesn't matter. It's just saying. Am I lagging again?
No,
No,
you're good. I was gonna say like what you were about to say.
Yeah. No. Joe's character just does something insanely epic, and it's just not. If you don't know Val, don't even look it up.
Yeah,
I want to know now because you just played it up so good.
It also wouldn't make sense to you. Like you look at it and be like, why is that crazy? And it's only crazy because of in the context what is happening, how he shows up, and then just like does his thing and just fucking leaves. Like
that's that whole thing where he just got up and just like clocked the stuff. He's like, I'm out. I was like,
yo, yeah. I think I've showed you guys the clip.
Yeah, you showed us. I guess it's like you played a Dungeons and Dragons,
and even in his head, he's like, okay, how am I gonna do this? Because that was his goal the whole time. He had this one goal in the back of his mind, and he just played it up in front of them and was like, cool, buddy, I'm working with
Mercer did not know what was gonna happen.
Oh, really? Oh, he didn't? I thought Matt knew.
Because
I know Val.
I think Matt had a sense of what, but I don't think Matt knew that he was going for what he was going for, and that he was going to do what he did.
He knew who his deity
Right.
was.
He knew who his deity was. He knew this character, like the backstory and stuff. So he had a good bit of information, but I think he kept the part of what he was gonna do to his fucking chest and was like, "I'm gonna do it." And because you see Matt's face go, "Oh, oh shit!"
Because I know Joe was like he needed the perfect moment,
of course,
to do it and then to be out.
Yo.
He teleported or he plane
Yeah,
shifted, right?
He plane shifted. Yeah,
and they were just like, "That's it."
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah.
When you guys, because there's no way there is.
I need to now. No, I'm gonna look it up because now I'm like
that they don't
sitting
show
here. What
this
the fuck is
animated.
going on?
You gotta play a game, and you'll be like, okay, and then when you see the scene, like, okay, because it's like
I don't need to play a game.
Yes, you do.
No,
I don't.
One game.
No.
I think you'll.
Yeah,
No,
you do,
I
you
think
get
if
it.
you really want to look it up, go look it up, and you can read it, you can watch it. It's just
epically badass.
It's just you didn't. No one knew. No one saw it coming. No one was gonna expect it.
Right.
What,
The
is he
party has
raising
no
the
idea.
dead? I don't understand.
Like no.
Right.
one...
Exactly, Aurelis. Just give me the bochinche.
All right.
If you want go ahead.
No, I don't think I want the bochinche because now it's like if you want, but I do want it.
If you want the
Make up your mind, Val, because I will spoil it right now.
Yep.
5, 4, 3,
No.
2. Okay. Moving on. This season gave us a lot. It gave us our first introduction to the Feywilds. It gave us our first introduction to a character from the Feywild, which shows
fuck
up.
the Fey. Fuck the Fey.
So is that a god? Is that a god?
What's wrong with the fairies?
Whoever the Pan character was, is he's like one of their gods? Because I don't know the lore behind. I don't know who that is. Because you would know.
He is a character named Artagan, actually, and Artagan is a Archfey, essentially.
Archfey, okay.
Yeah, and basically, what an Archfey is, they're a very high, powerful Fey-like being. Akin to a lesser deity, a matching power. Did we get
not for this? It would be lost. Spoiler warning.
Oh, I should have given one, but
no. I mean, if we were gonna do what's his name did, we definitely
yeah. Because the only one it would have been was like I would have started with. Grog found his strength in his friends, and Vox Machina fucked shit up. Oh, it was so good.
Yeah.
It was very good.
But yeah, so we got our tag-in. We have the introduction with Vax and Vex's dad, who is a complete fucking asshole. We see this week's spoiler word. Next week, talk about it. I mean, maybe. So we also we meet Kevdak, who is Grog's uncle, who basically left him for dead. He like in the game, like in the actual play, like they made that sound so much worse, and it looked bad. Like you're looking at it and you're like, oh shit, like he's gonna die. He died. I believe wasn't Pike the one who saved him? And why was Pike's hair dark instead of white?
I'm assuming that was Pike's mom, right?
Yeah, that was Pike's mom.
No, it was Pike.
What in
That was Pike.
Who saved Grog?
Yeah.
Oh, because her hair was different. That's why.
Fun fact: Pike has also died, but this is before what we see in the campaign.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
why is her hair white though?
Because she came back to life.
And that's why she follows the Everlight?
Yes.
But didn't she have the Everlight before? Because that's how she healed Grog.
This is what happens when they start to like change up some of the storyline. Because a lot of that, like her dying, happened before the actual play. So there is a animated video of Matt describing the events that took place before the first episode of Critical Role ever aired. All the events, everything leading up to it, they explain who they are, their backstories, whatever. Right?
Question. So question is this: like, do you think that that's something that they're gonna do in this story, or is like
Maybe a
at some
backstory.
point, like the backstory
Flashback.
explain that was Pike, and then they died, and then it's a
No, they
grandfather
definitely
sequence?
said it was Pike.
It is Pike.
Okay.
They said it.
I-
That's how he met him. And she was saying, I didn't even know that was what happened to you, that you had known my gramps before.
Mm.
They definitely said it, but I didn't understand why her hair was different. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what happened to her that her hair is white now?
Yeah. So that would have happened. So all right. The group that we met, Pike's hair was already white when like episode 1, season 1, right?
Yeah.
So that would have happened maybe because at that point they were like level 9-ish. Would have happened maybe like a couple months to a year prior in game time.
Okay, but you're not saying anything.
Because they changed enough that
Okay.
then,
I mean,
what do you want me to say? What would you?
I
Well,
mean-
I want you to tell me how she died and why her hair is white. I don't care about when it happened.
all right. She died due to a demon that tricked them.
Was it with the same group? Was she on her own? Was she with Grog?
She was with the group. She was with the group. She was with the full group, full party.
So how does she come back to life with white hair?
Because resurrection's a tricky thing, and they had someone who can do akin to a resurrection spell. But it wasn't. I
Okay.
don't think it was a full resurrection. I think it was a revivify.
No. Here's my question, and this is just my question: do you think that they're gonna adapt that story into the animation? Because for me, it felt like she said grandfather, but then when she's with her white hair, she says great grandfather. So that's what kind of throws me off.
She just calls him Gramps because Gramps is like the short, easy way to say it. It's not, oh, you're this and this. Just Gramps is because Gramps. But he is her great grandfather or great grandfather, something like that. You'll see, because there's no way they don't do this. In the 3rd or 4th season, I would say you would see her family and get a little more context for why it's just her and Gramps and Grog, because her family, she has like a very estranged relationship with her family, to say the least. The Trickfoots are an interesting bunch.
Okay.
Are they like hobbits?
No, they're all gnomes.
Okay.
The world of David the Gnome.
But all that to say, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happened pre the series, whether that be the animated series or pre the actual play YouTube content that you'll see on Geek and Sundry. Excuse me. So if you want the information, that's why they have the comic books of like origins, and they have the little YouTube clips and snippets of stuff. The lore is out there. Like it's not like they're hiding it from us, but it was something where they felt like if they wanted to start this series on the right foot, it starts like it really starts with them going to Whitestone and having that arc with the Briarwoods. It kicks off a lot because earlier than that, the whole like what are they called, the Slayer's Take, they met the Slayer's Take already. Like that's why when you see Vex and Vax talking to
Yeah, they already know them.
They already know them, and they don't explain that. But in the actual play, they ran a couple missions with them and like had a whole back and forth. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
but they're not going to do it because one, there's a player who used to play with them that they no longer play with, so they would have to introduce his character and then take away his character and explain that. And then also everything before that doesn't need to be explained because it doesn't take away from the story from that point on.
I think it works better for the animation though, because if you really think about it, like there's a lot that they like have you're bringing up that they did in the podcast. There's obviously a lot of backstory, a lot of back lore. So when we get to meet the Sayers take, it's kind of like those instances, it kind of is like you gave us more by giving us less in the animation, especially those who you're introducing to this story with the animation who didn't listen to the podcast. So it's like the Slayer's sake, I kind of took like, okay, Vex and Vax, they know these two people. So obviously it kind of deepens like, okay, Vex and Vax have been doing a lot of stuff. And then I take it as this way, as someone who didn't listen to the podcast, that, you know, before they joined the group, they were doing a bunch of stuff. I mean, I guess I could kind of say it kind of like what you're saying, what confused me a little bit about Pike's story. So know that that's Pike. I didn't know like the whole thing with, you know, that's probably something that they're saving for later to kind of explain her backstory. But it did help a lot with explaining a lot of Grog's backstory, because I feel like, again, like how each character shined this season, it's kind of helped Grog shine a lot more. Whereas like you saw that inner conflict as he had to deal with as a Goliath. When that episode opened up and they showed them attacking that village, I didn't think that was Grog until he said Grog, and I was like, holy shit. So it was like Grog had done some fuck shit in the beginning. Yeah. He went it.
So there's a point in the actual play where they're discussing basically who should take over the sword that Grog had, and you know, it's only someone who's been touched by darkness or something like that. They've either had a close brush with death, have a thirst for vengeance, that whole kind of thing. There's a darkness inside that you basically reached into the abyss and the abyss reached back to you. Grog is one of them because of his, you know, upbringing. He's just done some really bad fucked up shit. Vax was the other one, for obvious reasons, and Percy was the other one. But we already know Percy was dealing with his own demons, literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
Percy.
So, quick question: when it comes to Grog and the story with the great grandpa, what was different about the great grandpa that he decided like stop and not do anything to him and defend him after all the other bullshit that he's killed and done?
For me, I think it was the locket, because when the locket opened up and he saw something about the family, I think that's something that clicked in Grog at that moment, as he was like,
different from murdering everything else.
I don't know, because it's like he didn't.
I think he saw, because when he turned to his cousin, Xandor, he said, he's just an old man. Like, they're not fighting back. Like, it kind of clicked where he was like, why are we just killing? Like,
he essentially wasn't a warrior, and also
right.
Too, it's like I feel like I don't know, is that something when the locket opened up, it kind of took Grog out of the rage that he was in. And he kind of realized what the fuck he was doing, because like when you see
there you go, like, said, Hugo.
Yep, the locket. He saw Gramps and the gnomes as people and not just creatures.
Yep.
And that makes sense.
And that was in a way that was
very good theory.
No, it's a really great theory, Hugo. And I really think that that's something that one was a testament to Grog's character as a Goliath. I felt like he was just more than what his uncle was portraying, what his tribe was supposed to be. And two, it was like it's that character development that you saw there in that character journey. He went from this mindless brute to someone's like, oh, these are not warriors or king. These are more than people. These are not creatures, like how you said.
He's still mindless, but
he's still. But it's like,
but he uses his blade to protect people, not to hurt people intentionally. Right. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, if you fuck with my friends, I will fucking destroy you.
And it's like it's like this. It's like, you know, even though they play off that mindless character that you see, it's like when he comes to those realizations, like there's more to him than the mindless brute that we get. He's like the butt of some of the jokes. But other than that, I really love the character development that we got with him this season, and then the right to it felt like there was a rite to passage that you saw with him taking on his uncle and being the one to take up the gloves and all that. I was like, oh
like
shit,
that didn't quite happen the same way, but the way like the certain big elements happen were perfect.
Like tearing him in half from coming down in the sky.
That was fantastic.
That scene was freaking
the
awesome.
Pokeball. So that played out, and you know, D&D is a game where it's all roll of the dice, and for all intents purposes, Grog he didn't have at that point. He didn't have the sword of Kaz anymore. He didn't have I think he had his blood axe, but like he, you know, like it wasn't strong enough, and then he just couldn't get enough on his uncle because I think his uncle was a bear totem person. Excuse me. So he was just taking like eating up damage like left and right. And then when the Knuckles came on and he was like, cool, I could do this again, it just shifted the entire tides. So essentially Vox was, you know, in the things. This was daytime. This took place like maybe early afternoon versus like that took place at night. Grog was skinny. Grog was, from what I remember, Grog wasn't skinny. Grog may have lost some of his strength, but I guess this is how they're showing it, but I don't remember specifically. And when it got to the point where Grog was going to lose that fight, where you knew it was like, yo, like he's not rolling well and it's just not gonna work out that way. I think it was like part of me was like, damn, I wish he could have done it by himself, but then it makes so much more sense, and it's such a like beautiful story of like how Grog, as much as Grog protects his friends protect him, and that's where he gets his strength from. Like that was beautifully done. And for like Vex to come up and be like, yo, get in the Pokeball, I was like, let's fucking go. It's so dope.
I want to add this, and so Law, you could co-sign on this. When we're paying in our campaigns, and Tone's probably gonna kill me for saying it, Tone has a lot of those moments with his characters. If you really think about it,
absolutely.
Yeah, you have a lot of like you played Goliath 2, you played Dragonborn, and you have some beautiful fucking moments. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, how could fucking you top that? I think what was one of the best moments too was with when you did with Galahad. The speech.
Which one? You've been gone for a while, man.
I know. I've just gotten better and better.
Wait, you haven't been playing?
No, I've been playing.
He's been doing his own solo shit, and we got to talk about that later because
we haven't. Seabass's character has not been in our campaign for a year.
Wow, you ain't shit, Seabass. How dare you?
Maybe even longer. Maybe even longer.
So you gotta talk
He's
to
gonna do what happened was. Is that what I'm? Is that what I'm going to?
You gotta talk to the dungeon.
That was a beautiful visual of my strength comes from my friends.
Yes, it was.
Absolutely.
So all I gotta say is that you gotta talk to our dungeon master, and Kyver's stuck somewhere in Queens.
Speaking of like, you know, my strength comes from my friends and a beautiful visual. Everyone getting their vestige and like fully realizing like themselves throughout this like season. So that scene with Vax like finally accepting the Raven Queen was for me visually a 1-to-1. Like that looked beautiful, and it was so just like, oh shit, because it's a fucking powerful moment to accept like, fuck, like I am tied and connected to so many things. We're connected to so many things. Like there's more to us than this.
Is he technically death now? Like, is he death?
He is not death. He is basically I described it to you. He is why can't I think of the ferryman?
Sharon.
He's Sharon, essentially.
So the ferryman to death.
He just moves your soul from one existence to the other.
Yeah.
That's it.
Move it.
He makes
So
sure
he's there
to escort people and make sure that transition isn't
He's what Davy Jones is supposed to be in the Pirates
supposed to be.
But he's supposed to be.
Yeah. Davy Jones don't fucking
He's what Will Turner ends up being.
Right.
So will we see him actually ferry some dead people? Because I didn't say none of that shit.
Yes. Depending on how it really depends on how they end the series. Where they end it. Because if they end it where the final boss battle ends, maybe not. If we see it end where the one shots were afterwards, which I think that they would do a disservice to not include those, because those have just as much importance to the main story as anything else. You will see some of that. Okay. Going towards now, Vex's whole fight to get Fenthras, beautifully done. I wish there was a little bit more, but because of how they split the party and because of how they moved the season along, I think it gave it just enough where you see a lot of her desire for recognition from her father, her need to be seen and to be validated, which is why when Percy gave her that title, it meant so much. Like, he didn't just do it just to to her father. It helps, but it wasn't the aha to her father. It was something that he felt like, you don't need this title, but I'm going to validate you because you deserve this title. And it's also his way of just saying hey boo, I love you, but we'll get to that later. So yeah, essentially that was such a dope scene that again just got animating. You're looking at the visual you have in your head, them doing it in the actual play, and then the animated series going, and you goes, excuse me, watch how you speak when you address a lady. And I was just like,
Baroness.
I was like, let's fucking go.
Right.
Put some respect on her name, bro. Oh, that was fucking great.
What you think this is, bro? I don't care who you is to her.
So yeah, it's such an incredible series. They did a really good job. That fight with Umbrasil didn't quite go that same way, though. A lot of the tidbits of
the sphincter happened.
The sphincter did happen.
The sphincter happened. But I fucking hated that dragon. I fucking hated him with the passion. I was like, just kill him already.
I was upset that he killed the Sphinx, especially after that where Scanlan does the whole song. He's the one who saves them. Mm-hmm. It's first of all, I don't know why they thought hurting the fucking Sphinx was gonna be the easiest one, dumbasses, and Scanlan to be the damn savior. It was very unique, very good. I think they did a very good job with that one.
There's a moment that happened where Grog pierces Pike. Yeah. In the actual play, that was way worse. Because essentially they're all trying to fight this thing, and they fall into this pocket portal thing, this pocket dimension, whatever the case may be. And Grog has the chain of returning. So he took his chain and hooked it onto his sword and threw it down, not really knowing where it's going at all. And he rolls, and Matt just looks at it and goes, okay. You feel a tug, and you hear Pike just go, it's okay, buddy. It's okay.
Buddies.
And it's such a gut-wrenching moment, because it immediately snaps him out of like what he's going through, and it also shows like how much like she truly cares for him, and like he's obviously loves her to death too. Like their friendship is just beautiful, and I love that they keep emphasizing how much they mean to each other. But like, oh man, that it hurt. Like it, I think they did a really good job with this, like how they did it here before they got banned to
I love how they
to
call them
restaurant.
buddies.
But oh yeah, Buddies is my favorite.
Mhm.
Buddies, but the moment you just see like and her just going, "It's okay, Grog," I was like, no, oh no, my heart. Yeah.
Did you cry? I need to know, where did you cry at?
Okay, so for this season, because the first season I cried a lot too. For this season, I think it was for sure when Grog was fighting Kevdak.
Okay.
I think it was when I think it was that fight with Umberso, the first fight with Umberso where he stabbed Pike. I'm trying to remember. There was a bunch of spots, and it wasn't so much like a sad cry for all of them, but it was always like a, this is so dope, like to just see like it come to the screen, like, and be fully realized. It was just like, I was like, oh shit, this is so cool.
We were watching,
so full of emotion.
I got to see the last few episodes with Law, right? And he's so invested. He's seen it already, and you could see the goosebumps come. It was, I was like, oh, it was just so good.
This show is, for at least for me, is such a rare thing where like, yes, it's an adaptation, but like to have you create a story with your friends that becomes a worldwide phenomenon, then go, hey, we're gonna animate an episode just for fun, then get it to be the biggest, fastest, like kickstarted project ever, then to get enough so that Amazon goes, fuck it, we'll pick you up for a season. Fuck it, we'll just keep it going. Like, it's so bonkers to see like their growth. And I'm a late critter. I only jumped into this like pandemic, so like I don't have the years of investment that a lot of people do. But because I have invested the time, and I like went and sat down and watched all this stuff, I've listened to a bunch of their interviews, and I've seen a lot of their talks that they do with their fans. I am so invested with this group because they're just really good people that tell wonderful stories and want to just share that with us nerdy folks that enjoy them. So like, seeing this all come together has been just a fucking joy for me. So like, how I am now, I promise you, I keep saying it, Mighty Nine is going to have me all the way fucked up. I promise you. I promise you. It is going to have me all the way in my feels.
Is it the same voice actors for Mighty Nine or a different group of people?
Same group. The only people who change are some of the guest characters that come up in campaign 2. So you have not Karen Page. What's her name? Deborah Ann Wall. She plays in Daredevil. She plays Karen.
Oh,
yeah.
She's also but she's a,
Redhead.
she's a DM. She's a DM in her own right.
She's a DM in her own right, but she also plays as a guest spot in campaign 2.
She has an actual play, I believe.
She comes in. The voice actress for Tiny Tina comes in, who is also the voice of Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. Don't know if you know her, but that's her.
Yeah, I don't really know any of these people, but I know some of the work they've done.
Look
I don't follow names of people or anything.
Look up Tiny Tina. Just look up Tiny Tina.
I don't need
the voice of
Why are you laughing?
the voice of Cyborg from Teen Titans plays as Shikasa, and
Okay.
it's so
Okay.
good. Shikasta, that's what it is. That's so good. So you get a lot of people. You get a lot of people, and then by the time you get like later on, because of the pandemic, they weren't able to have guests anymore. So it's limited in how many guests they had. Like in that first season wrap up episode, like leading to the big final boss battle, they just having almost every person that they played with came back to contribute something to that battle, and like just come in, do a thing, leave, come in, do a thing, leave, and it was so well done. They couldn't really do that with campaign 2, but you're seeing in campaign 3 now that they're starting to bring in people more and more, and
Are they currently doing something brand new right now?
yes, so they are currently like episode 42-ish, I want to say,
Right.
of campaign. Hold on.
While still promoting for this one and getting all of that together, that must be a whirlwind for them right now.
Well, as a company, they all collectively do like separate things. So like Travis is the CEO. I know Marisha is like one of the head producer. Like she runs like all the shows and events.
You say their first names like I know them, or like
Sorry,
like you know
Grog
them.
is
Grog.
the CEO.
Thank you. There you go. All right. See, that helps.
Grog is the CEO. Pike runs the Critical Role Foundation.
Okay.
Marisha, who was Keyleth, essentially
Okay.
runs all the events and like their promotional stuff. Like when they're like, "Oh, we're gonna drop a new, series, or we're gonna drop a little, fun this or one shot kind of thing." She does all of that. I think Sam takes Scanlon takes care of a lot of the ads and like the sponsorship stuff that happens. Vex takes care of a lot of the merch that they do. Vax takes care of a lot of the books that they take care of, whether it be comic books or otherwise. I don't remember what Taliesin does, but I know Taliesin also has a role who is Pike. Not Pike, Percy. And then Matt is Matt, who does a bunch of shit.
Gotcha. Okay.
I just nod my head. What's up, guys? Sorry, I've been on
exactly
a
how.
full
I haven't
like.
watched.
Sorry.
Full on
No,
thing going
Will,
on.
you definitely have to watch. Just start with the trailer. I promise you, if you just put a second in the first trailer for the first season, and you will not turn back. I'm telling you.
Will's my former roommate. Will, just watch it. Just fucking watch it. All right, bro.
It's just so good. It's just so good. I'm literally telling everyone and their mother, watch Vox Machina. It's so great.
So I gotta say this. I love that it was Scanlon to deliver the final kill blow, and like you saw Scanlon, and I love the fact is that there's always this
Scanlon's a dad now. That we haven't even touched Scanlon being a dad.
But that's the thing. I wanted to say this because like you always have this whole like thing that people like Barge are just the character. People just play Barge because Barge are like, oh, I'm just gonna fuck everything. Like I like the fact that Scanlon is more than that. And it's like, he has that in the beginning when you meet him, but it's like he's
good
this
man.
He's this character that actually has inner development and inner turmoil. Like he wants something more than like I'm gonna be a Rolling Stone. He's like he wants love. He wants a family, and it's like then it's discovering that he's a dad. It's like you see where it helps him develop them from being like, oh, I'm gonna be this runaway and coward. It's like, no, I gotta do something more. Whereas like I've been this asshole this whole time. I gotta do something to rectify that. It's like I guess for me, because the way how I played my character Kyver, it's like they're just things that like I could relate with how Scanlan is. Like, I gotta leave more into this world where it's like I'm more than this asshole of a character. It's like, and seeing him deliver the final killing blow was like, coming into that moment, I was like, oh Scanlan, you're the fucking man. So it's like it was just beautiful seeing him this season.
I think this season was better than the first for me. The first season was great. I came across it by chance. I happened to just was like, oh, what is this? And I watched a few episodes, and then I heard Lola go, oh, Vox Machina. I was like, oh, I started watching that, and second season just turned it up for me. It's just that good, and most of the people I've been putting on, they like can't stop, and it's like, oh my god, it's so good. What am I gonna do now? What do I do now?
Gotta wait.
So
Gotta wait till next year.
Yep.
next year is a long time.
Unless they're doing it like every 6 months we get something. So like 6 months
I
we get
hope.
Mighty 9, 6 months we get season 3, and like
I doubt
they
it.
do.
Just don't go the Attack on Titan route where at the end it's like, oh, we're gonna give you the final season part 3.
It's
Attack
ending
on
this
Titan
week.
this weekend.
It's
It's
ending
this weekend. I'm so excited. I can't wait. We're gonna be talking about that next week. Attack on Titan and first episode of Mando.
Yep.
is
Bro,
this
what the
week.
fuck are we talking the last of?
I think we should wait on Attack on Titan. Let's do Mando.
What?
And Last of Us. Yeah, I'm serious. Like, let's wait. Let's do
You're
Attack
such-
on Titan.
Well, are we gonna do? Because at this point, there's only what? How many episodes left of Last of Us? Do you want to just do like the end season?
I say
thing?
we just do the end season. We do one full episode of The Last of Us and not touch anything else.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that's solid.
Wait. What? You say what?
For the Last of Us.
Yo, Val, you all right, fam?
For The Last of Us, because there's only 2 episodes left. We do one of our shows is dedicated to The Last of Us only.
Right. I agree.
So-
I don't think
okay.
we need to change
So we
next
skip
week.
we skip a week
No,
of
no, next
Mando. We skip what I think we skip like a week of
Yeah,
Mando.
we can. So we can still do Mando. We can still do Attack on Titan for next week, and then after the season finale, we'll do just Last of Us, and everything else gets pushed back.
It's very last.
Look at Sebastian's face. He's like, I don't like this idea.
I didn't say anything. Why are you
Your
saying?
face
why,
said it.
Why are you
I
assuming
have to
things?
make sure that I
Because your
watch all this shit.
face said it.
No. My face does not say it. My face says I'm drinking some fistful of bourbon and I'm celebrating my birthday stream this Sunday. There you go. Who's jumping in?
I don't know.
All right,
I don't-
crickets.
I don't
All right,
know what that
crickets.
was.
Crickets.
Attack
Crickets.
on
I'll take the
Titan,
fucking crickets.
Season
I'll take the fucking
4,
crickets.
part 3.
But as far as season 2, Critical Role, obviously it's fan favorite over here. We all love it. Is there any moment that I didn't cover that stood out for you guys in this season? And what were your expectations based on from season 1, like where this would go?
Actually, this season it exceeded my expectations. I mean, it was just
Ooh, we'll get to your question in 1 second. You go.
so the season was just very fun watching. It was fun seeing all the characters come into their own. Like you see the love interests going on between the characters, but you see the development there. Like I love the backstory that we got for Grog. I love that we saw Scanlan come into his own, and then you see Vex go into his whole thing with his vestige and all that. Vex. I mean, just
everyone does
Trinket, it just
fighting
just beautiful
Trinket.
done.
Oh my god!
Yes.
Fighting Trinket was so fucking.
When what was it? Vex and Keyleth were in the Fey realm and they got high.
That was great.
And then Trinket was talking to Vex.
It was Cheech.
like-
What was it? Cheech or
It's not
Chomp?
like
It was
Cheech.
I
Cheech.
think it was- hold on.
Yeah, it
had
was
to be.
Cheech. It was Cheech.
Yeah. That was her. She's like, I didn't think that you would sound like that. It was like, it was fucking hilarious. I was like, I'm dead.
Yeah, it
I'm
was
done.
Cheech.
Yeah.
And then again, the moment that tells you that it was a D&D campaign when we go up a dragon's ass to try to take it out.
Yep.
There you go.
Wow.
No, I think that, well, one thing that he mentioned just now that I really, so Keyleth and Vex, him telling her that he loves her, right? And her totally shutting him down. And then this entire season, she was very much acting as if she was into him on the low. I'm like, it's either do you or don't you? And I don't know what the hell is the deal with that. I was a little bit annoyed by that because I love Keyleth's character. I love her. And I love the twins. Fuck, I love them all. I was gonna go into, but they're just
I
so
love
good.
everybody equally.
I love everyone. With that said, I think that season 1. So when I fortunately was able to binge them both together, not had to wait a year, even though I won't have that luxury next time. But season 1 was good. It kept me watching. I was interested. But season 2, for me, it elevated character-wise. I'm more invested in the actual characters more than the story right now. Even though the story is great, this Vestiges thing, I'm super excited to see what each of them get. I'm assuming Keyleth is going to get a staff or something. I'm assuming Pike is getting some kind of armor. I'm assuming who's missing a vestige now?
Don't their statues have some of their vestiges on them?
I don't
think
know.
so.
I didn't even.
No.
Well, it's just Keyleth and the twins and Grog.
Keyleth's staff. Sorry, not Keyleth's staff. Keyleth's vestige. I think it might be shown, but what you're seeing is her cloak, which is she gets later.
Wait, so her vestige is a cloak?
No.
Okay. What's the Percy? Percy's probably going to get a new set of guns, some kind of weapon. Who
Do you want me to tell you if you're right or no?
No, you can tell me if I'm wrong.
I will tell you so far, you're 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. Okay,
For
that's
vestiges,
good.
but you are right. Percy is getting new guns. New gun. Let's say.
Well, his vestige won't be a gun then.
His vestiges will not be a gun.
It will be a helmet.
So vestiges are legendary items from the Calamity. So this happened for them
so thousands
of
years.
Before there would be no guns. Or
yeah,
gunpowder,
so there would be no guns. So Percy will get. Let me think about that one. What will fit Percy? We're thinking, it's not gonna. Bombs. No gunpowder. Wait a minute. Yeah, no. You know what I started thinking of?
I will also say that
I just started thinking of Breath of the Wild. Like, what are some of the weapons Lynx has?
I will also say that someone has 2 vestiges.
Scanlan? Vex?
You can't just keep guessing. I'll give you one more guess.
I'm gonna go with Pike.
Keyleth.
No.
Pike.
I mean, you might as well just name them all.
No. It's fine. It's fine. I don't need to know anymore. But I'm excited for the story, where it goes, what happens with the dragons. I can't wait. I can't wait. And I think everybody should watch this damn show. It needs to be #1 everywhere. Just so they can make more and make more and make more.
They will make more. It's rated so high. They're gonna make more.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the ratings. What I need to see is the actual views. People like it, but more people need to watch it. So I'm trying to get everybody watching it.
Percy.
Tone, and then we'll do Hugo's question.
For stuff, I just my whole thing is this. I really like Rock's storyline. I like that he kind of figured out who he was and like what his strength was. Like I really enjoyed that, because like in the first season you don't really, it just, he's got like that meathead fun syndrome, and then you kind of get it more. Yeah, kind of like Drax, right? I like Keyleth's journey. I like the journey she's taking and her being more confident in her abilities, and I'm looking forward to seeing when she does the rest of her Aramante.
Was there a particular moment that we didn't talk about that you were like, that was dope?
Ooh, when she went into the fire thing and she got this new, oh my god, this new power that she just unlocked.
Was she a fire elemental at that point?
Yes.
Is that what that essentially was?
Freaking awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I was hyped. I was like, oh my god! I was so excited. Sorry. Okay.
No, I think you guys all hit the moments. So it was all cool. All good.
Cool. All right, let's get to these comments. Didn't mean to leave you guys hanging. So let me ask everyone, what do you think the deal is in Endgame for Ripley? And
well, the Endgame is that the bitch need to die.
Damn. And when did she align herself with Umbraso? So you see that in the beginning of season 2, like almost immediately she aligns herself with them. But you cannot ask me because I know what her end game is.
She needs to die.
I mean, if you really think about it, with characters like that, for me, is that they're always trying.
Does
to
everyone know
trap the
who
power.
Ripley is? By the way, like
She's the one who tortured Percy when he was a kid back in the village with the vampires, and then when she was no longer useful, the vampires cut off her hand.
well done. All right, yo, Val be on it.
I'll said it.
Fucking 5 gold
I'm
stars.
gonna do it in layman's terms, because I don't know everything.
No, that was perfect. That was
For
perfect.
me, so for me, Ripley fits like and this is just my logic about it. She's a Starscream. Starscream is the type of character that wants power, but will gravitate to someone powerful and try to snatch that power from them. I think that's what Ripley's trying to do, is align herself to who she feels is a powerful character. And when they do all the dirty work, wants to come up and snatch the power from them. That's who I feel who Ripley is. That's the type of character I feel like.
And that's her end game.
Which is why she was going to die.
Uh,
Or maybe what if she might end up joining them? That would be like a real twist.
Indeed.
Like if she ends up joining the party, that kind of would be interesting. But I don't think Percy would be good with that.
Nah, negative.
Yeah.
No, you think No Mercy Percy's gonna be like, yeah, I forgive you.
Nah.
Listen, that man is No Mercy Percy for a very good reason.
He doesn't need the demon.
You smack that bitch with a bottle and be done with it.
Tone, where do you see her end game going? Unless you already know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'll look it up.
Don't
I
look
mean,
it
like,
up. Yes.
No, I know, because I know like where the ending of the show ends up going. So like,
Right.
Okay.
because I know about all this stuff. Because I was like, I'm not gonna listen to this. It takes too
Right.
long. I don't have the time.
That's fair. That's valid. So
Oh, Hugo, that was a good. No, his vestige. What he just thought. You see the comment?
the drawings cracked me up. They were hilarious.
Yeah, they
the
were
ones
hilarious.
that they did in the Feywild.
Oh, God.
Got contact after that scene. So their trips, that's not the first trip that they do in any of their campaigns. They do way more, and they always are a great time. I think Percy's
Like a
the more
looking
mechanical.
glass.
Like,
That's a great idea, right?
That's very interesting.
Right?
I won't confirm nor deny, but that is a very interesting take. Doc says, yeah, I didn't check if the second season did better, but the first, but I like season 2. We'll all love season 2 over here.
Yep, I did.
Yeah.
From Pong. Yeah, like this show is just chock full of goodness, and you guys are really just scratching the surface with these first 2 seasons. And I'm trying to be like, yo, we got a lot with these first 2 seasons, but there's so much we haven't gotten into yet.
So for me, like because me and Val are in a group chat for work, where there's a nurse chat and people are talking about the Dungeons and Dragons movie coming out.
Mhm.
I'm not going there with any expectations because I'm taking it as
Don't.
I'm taking it
I'm
as
going there to take my 8-year-old for him to have a good
Yeah.
time. That's
Well, I'm-
literally why I want to see it. I just wanna
I'm
have a
going
good
in
time.
there. I'm going in there. That so with the Dungeons and Dragons movie, I'm going in there. I'm seeing someone's random campaign. That's how I'm taking it because and it's just been fun watching this show because 1, it's a great fantasy show. 2, if you play the Dungeons and Dragons game, it feels like you're watching someone's campaign, and it's just fun to see where they're going with their character choices. 3, it's like being that you've played Dungeons and Dragons is like, oh wow, like I can relate to kind of like how this character played out because like
But what makes it so great is even if you never have played Dungeons and Dragons,
it's a great
I'm
fantasy
loving it.
show. No, it's a great fantasy show. It is a great fantasy show that gives you something different that many other fantasy shows probably haven't given you.
Mhm.
And it's like the characters are fun, the world is great. Because like even like we didn't get to touch into the world development. It's a beautiful world that we're seeing.
Matt
Like we got to
is
see
one of the best world builders. Period.
But that's the thing. What we're seeing, we saw the Feywild, and a lot of us have some of us who've played D&D have this concept of what we think the Feywild is. But what we saw on the show, I mean, it's just beautifully done. The way how we're seeing characters like Tabaxis, Goliaths, and then like the different kingdoms, dragons, just like everything, the whole world, it's just beautiful. And then the backdrops, the way that how they're painted on there and all that, like we haven't even gone to the technical stuff of how beautiful this animation looks for a TV series. It's a beautifully well done animation. So it's like there were just so many things that came together. I would say that this is an animation that is deserving, one, of Emmy and Oscar awards, and two, it's just one of those top tier animations that is there. That if you want to learn like and just learn different things of how to take your stuff to the next level, this is a great animation to learn that from.
Yep.
Agreed.
You haven't even touched up on storytelling and writing. Shit.
It's kudos to not only Matt being a good storyteller, but them as the characters and players being able to work well with each other, collaboratively storytell, and just tell this amazing story with each other.
And also too, just to add in there, how we're
choreography of the battle scenes.
Yes, the battle scenes were so beautiful.
Good.
So
that Grog Kevdak fight is everything I wanted from that fight.
And
everything that I wanted from that fight.
And the other thing too, to touch up on it, like how we're all like, oh, Japanese anime gets it right. This is the first one that's not a Japanese anime, along with what's it called, Castlevania, that really has done these scenes very beautiful. And I'm like,
there's a few American animations that
there's
do it
a
well.
few, but it's like this is one of those top tier ones.
Yeah, this definitely automatically top tier for sure.
Yeah,
yes.
automatically. Because those animation scenes,
like
battle scenes,
the visualization in my head of some of these scenes, again, like to watch them play and see how Matt describes it and hear how Matt describes it, like Tone and Seabass know well enough that my character likes to go zoom very fast, like just drunk monk go zoom. Vax in this, like you see him with the vestige be really fast. But in game, he had the boots of speed. He had a roguish like thing. He was like he could move. I think it was something like 320 or something feet per round. So he can move like 300 feet per second per 6 seconds, which is bonkers. So he's just pew, 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 pew. So that's like what you're seeing when we see those like those battle scenes. These battle scenes are probably like a minute long at most for some of them, because in D&D, that's what you're doing. You're doing a very fast battle. Bah, 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 everything happens. But we're actually getting to see like he does this and then I do this, but it's happening at the same time in, you know, sequential order. So I think it was really well done.
I have an idea. And tell me if you guys co-sign on this.
No.
We should do a Val, you don't count. No, I love you, Val. Sorry. I'm sorry. No, I was saying like it would be fun to do an episode one day, and it'll be like a nice little nerds episode where we do a one shot, me, Val, Tone, Law playing a character, and have Tommy DM it.
You talking about a Nerds Around?
Nerds Around D&D one shot live.
Why are you trying to force me to do D&D?
I mean, you'll be fine, especially in the hands of Tommy.
Just try it once. That's it.
There you go.
I get another bottle of Gold Hennessy.
There you go.
You may not like it. You may not like it. You may be like, you just like to watch the show and all that stuff. Be like, I'm not here for it.
Yeah. My issue is that I know I might like it, and I don't want to because I don't want another thing that I can add to my plate. That I'm already got enough crap that I like.
I can't help you there, man.
Well,
but you are going overseas. That Henny White would sound nice.
I don't know if they have Henny White in Europe, but sure.
No, but when you go to Europe, Law, they have stuff that they don't have over here. Oh, I think there was a beer I had that had some weed in it.
I'll see what I can bring over. whatever fits
Duty
in my
free.
bag. Yeah, duty free.
Yeah, there was some beer that I had that. Oh, yeah, that's right. So here's the
No.
beautiful part. So when you go to the airport, there are certain liquors at JFK that they let you purchase only for international flights. And it's the same thing when you come back. This is how I was able to get Jack Daniel's Silver Barrel. They only sell it at
Duh.
airports and they only sell it internationally. So there's a few things that you'll be able to like, oh, I need to grab this.
That's what Henny White does also.
Yeah, no, yeah, Henny White. It's Henny White.
Okay.
But like that's when I was in Paris, I had a beer. I think it came from Denmark. It had a little bit it was brewed in weed.
Interesting.
So I was like, "Ooh, this is
Well,
good."
it is about that hour.
It
It's
is.
about that time.
Indeed.
Close us out, love.
I
Close us out.
appreciate you guys letting me nerd out on Vox and Critical Role in this world that has fully captivated me and taken me in. I'm glad you guys in the audience have been enjoying it as well, because it sounds like universally this is a well-received show and everyone's looking forward to season 3. Next week we are talking Mandalorian, and we are talking
Attack on Titan.
Okay. Is there anything else before we close out?
Seabass face is like, What was
are
with
you
that
tricking me?
face?
No, I was burping.
Okay.
I was burping. I was doing an inner monologue burp.
Okay.
Sure.
You say so.
Okay.
Come on, I've been drinking all night.
Val, take us out. What else we got?
That's it.
That is it. All right.
No,
so
no,
tomorrow-
we got
it.
Sunday.
We got it.
Oh, there we go.
We
No,
got it.
Sunday we got my birthday stream. Come join me Sunday.
Sunday we have a Seabass' birthday. That's what I
You
was
get
asking.
free. You can get free shit.
All right. So love you guys. Appreciate you guys. We would not be here without you guys. We will see you next Tuesday. Have a
Indeed.
good night.
We won't
Good
be talking
night.
about Last of Us yet, so don't come in.
Nope.
for that.
On the 14th,
Not yet,
we'll
not
be
yet.
talking Last of Us.
It's fucking
Alright.
pushing back Last of Us. We love you. This is
Bye,
your boy
guys.
Sebastian.
Been your boy Law.
Your boy Tom from the Costa Hall, who's about to play some Destiny.
And of course, last but not least, Vmac. Thanks for joining, guys. See you guys next week, and go enjoy that Destiny, bro.
Goddamn
Beautiful
right.
music. 3,
Love you
2,
guys.
1, go.